Hello everyone, my name is Satyam Shivaach and I am working as a legal intern with LEXIS and Company. And in this video, we will discuss about the Coastal Aquaculture Authority Act and how to register yourself for an aquaculture farm. The Coastal Aquaculture Authority Act came into force on 22nd December of 2005. This act, which deals with the sustainable development of aquaculture activities in India, the assurance of aquatic resources for future generations. The whole structure and working of the authority are provided under this Act. Moreover, it provides the power of the central government with regards to the functioning of the authority. Now, what is the significance of aquaculture? The increasing demand of seafoods cannot be denied. The increased use of sea animal for consumption has increased the tension because many of the species are in a threat of overexploitation. The statistics has shown that the world that 33% of the global fish stocks are overexploited. And there are two major factors which are concerning. First being the increasing population. The World Population Prospectus 2019 highlight report which was published by the United Nations Development Department of Economics and Social Affairs, as it reveals that the India is supposed to add up to 273 million people till 2050. It also reveals that India is supposed to surpass China in terms of the most populous country. Moreover, the illness nowadays. The demand for animal protein is increasing because of the increasing illness. The richness of protein in seafood is the need for the cure of the diseases. The fish is a rich source of omega-3 fatty acids, and the consumption of fish is beneficial for the cure of the diseases like cancer, high blood pressure, arthritis, and heart diseases. The immune system of the body is essential in curing diseases. The strengthening of the immune system can be better done with the consumption of seafoods. Now let's see the Coastal Aquaculture Authority. The term authority for this purpose of the Coastal Aquaculture Authority Act is defined under Section 2, Clause 1, Subclause A. The authority here means the Coastal Aquaculture Authority that is established for the purpose of enforcement of the Act. The authority implements the provision provided in the Act under the control of the central government of India. Now, what is the objective of this Act? The objective behind the introduction of this Act is the need for aquaculture activities in the country. It aims to regulate the aquaculture activities in the country and to control the coastal environmental destruction. Moreover, it provides to produce more protein-rich food for the consumption of the increasing population and to provide a livelihood to humans in commercial aquaculture activities. Furthermore, it is made to provide the increase the number existing species of the aquatic animals and protecting the coastal environment, along with to utilize the aquatic and social and the coastal laws in a sustainable way to ensure enough resources for our future generation to come. Now let's see the function and power of this authority. Section 11 of this Act provides for the function to be performed by this authority. First being the uh, function is that it aims at the establishment and operation of aquaculture farms in India. That is the most and the primary purpose of this Act. Second being the conducting of inspection. While conducting their operation, the farms are not to be destroyed the environment of the coast. Third being the registering of farms. The registration of aquaculture farm is made necessary by this Act for the purpose that no such farm could destroy the norms set by the authority in the Act. Fourth being the removing or demolishing the farms. The authority is to inspect if any farm is polluting the environment. If there is any such cases, then the authority is supposed to remove or demolish that farm. Fifth being other prescribed function. The authority has to perform other function if it is been prescribed by the central government. The other function of the authority by central government are prescribed under Rule 5 of the notification issued by the ministry. The function prescribed by the government are the to check the authorities to check and ensure that the area is converted for the construction of the coastal aquaculture farms shall not fall under any of the following categories. First being the agricultural land, second being the salt pen lands, 13 being the mangroves, fourth being the wetlands, 5 being the forest land, sixth being the land for common purposes in the village, Seventh being the land for public purposes, and eighth being the national parks and sanctuaries land. Now let's see the registration, how to register for aquaculture farms. It is necessary for the aquaculture farms to get registered under the authority. The process for applying for registration is provided under Section 13 of the Act. A person who is applying for the registration of the farm may operate the farm before the approval of the application request, before the authorities limited the period of 3 months. Within 3 months, the respective authorities are to approve or disapprove such application. The farm ceases to operate if the authority disapproves the application for registration made by the farm. Now, what are the terms of registration? The terms for which the registration of farm is valid for 5 years, and after the completion of 5 years, that registration ceases to be valid. Thus, the further operation of the farm, a new application is to be made to the authorities for such a renewal of the registration. Now, let's see the steps which are needed to be taken to register the aquaculture farm. First being the district level committee. The application for the registration of the farm is to be filed before the district level committee. The application form the application form for the registration is available at the respective DLC offices or the authority office. It is also available online on the website of respective DLC. Then after that you need to pay the fees to the member converter of the DLC, and it is to be paid in the form of demand draft. It is specified per each hectare area. The next being the disposing of application. After the verification, the DLC takes further step regarding the application. When the DLC is satisfied with the information and particulars given in the application and the appliance of guidelines specified by the authority, then it recommends the application to be forwarded to the further authorities. If the aquaculture farms is above 2.2 hectare of area, then DLC recommends such application to the state level committee. And in case of any defect in the application found by the DLC, then it communicates such defects and request for the fulfillment of such defects of the applicator. And if the defects are fulfilled in the specified time, the DLC approves the application, and if not, then it will be rejected. After that, the DLC does the verification of the information and particulars given in the application. The farm that makes the application is verified to applying the norms and standard made by the authority. The second step is the state level committee. After getting verified at the district level, the application is forwarded to the state level committee. The state level committee does consider the application and recommend the application for further processes to the coastal aquaculture authorities. The third step is the coastal aquaculture authorities, where the final approval of the application is done by the coastal aquaculture authority. In the registration of certificate on the approval of the application will be provided by the authority. Moreover, the information to be granted for the application are: first being the name of the applicant or registered company, second being the address which is available for the communication, third being the detail of the land, that is the area and the ownership of the land, fourth being the water resources, fifth being the date of commencement of operation on the farm, sixth being the detail of the use of material impacting the coastal environment, and last, the detail of the processing fees. Now let's see the punishment for operating farms without a registration. Section 13 clause 1 of the Act make it necessary to take the certificate of registration for the operation of the farm, and no such farm shall operate without a valid registration of the authority. And if any farm is operated without a valid registration, then such a farm is subject to the liability to be punished under Section 14 of the Act. And Section 14 provides for the punishment of imprisonment of maximum up to 3 years, or with fine up to 1 lakh rupees, or with both. That is all for today's video. Thank you for watching, and please like, share and subscribe.